the first thing that you need to know about interactive television that most consumers ask right off the bat when they hear about it is that, how am I going to get it? And the beauty of what we've done is it works with your current TV, with your current remote control. If you have digital cable or satellite or IPTV, that would be like Verizon, it just works. So it just comes on your television, and there's usually what we call a call to action, and you can just use your remote control and you can interact. And in some cases it's with an ad that you can click on a Nike ad and see more information about the shoe or find your local store that has it, or you can click on an MTV game show award and find out more about that and interact with and vote and do different things with the content. So interactive television is literally taking your current television and bringing to that big branding television networks, you can bring the interactivity of the internet to that television programming that allows you to do all the kinds of things that you would do on the internet on your television. We've worked with every major television network group in the country. So every television network group is now working on television. You may have seen in December, the ESPN announced that they're going to go interactive 24/7. So these network groups are really focused on doing this now that it's happening. And one of the things that we're so excited about is that deployment has been announced by the cable operators through what they call Canoe, and it's already been on satellite for a while. So every major television network group is doing it. And we've shown applications. We've run advertising across dozens of networks on the Dish platform. We've done a lot of interactivity with Bravo, for example. We did the Olympics. There was a first ever eBIF deployment on Verizon. We also did that on Dish, so it's a multi-platform. We did the first live event with the Spike TV Video Game Awards on Dish and DirecTV to 30 million people. So we've done a lot of applications on a lot of television networks, and the beauty of it is that you're going to start seeing more and more each of your individual television networks will just become interactive. So naturally interactive to the things that you would expect to see on that network, whatever show you're watching.
So you said that on Dish there's been a lot of this. Are the regular cable providers going to have this experience as well? Like, when will that become, something that's very mainstream and most people, it'll just be,
Well, it's funny because that's a really important part of this. And just this last weekend, Kagan announced their numbers for this, and I think it was 23 million homes they expect to have this year on cable. And of course, Canoe Ventures, which has been in the press a lot about talking about the standards and the ability to deploy interactive across all the cable operators that are participating. And so it's growing, it's reaching critical mass. I mean, if the numbers are right, not from our view of it, but with what has been announced, over half of all television homes will have it this year, which is phenomenal.
In long term, I know a lot of people are expecting that television sets will be online. They will have Wi-Fi capacity, or it's going to all be converged. How are you positioned for that transformation?
Well, it's happening. I mean, the fact that cable operators and satellite operators are enabling interactive, it's already broadband to the television. I mean, they have the widest internet pipe there is, which is broadband, which is the television pipe, allowing them to bring not only great TV and great sound, but great then internet kind of capabilities alongside that. So we're tapping right into the biggest pipe into the home, which is typically television. So that's happening right now, and it's really fast. It just works. And what Ensequence has enabled for the first time is allow it to work on all the different platforms that are out there. And we make that a simple process for our customers, which are the networks, the operators themselves, and then the advertising community.
So how do you monetize this service?
That's a good question. There's a bunch of different things. I mean, for one, as I just mentioned, our customers are the television networks, the operators, and the advertisers. And to each of those, we help them be able to build, deploy, run, and be able to gather data from these things. So we help them monetize, and we get paid for that. So there's a variety of things we do in that process, all the way from helping licensing our production tools, which is like Photoshop for interactive television, which we have those kind of software tools, all the way to managing shopping, help them managing purchasing and so forth, which we also do on television. So the ability to, with your remote control, just click on a product and say, I want to buy it, and just purchase it right with your remote control. So all that whole spectrum of things we enable the networks and operators and advertisers to do.